Hello and welcome to my channel In Search of Wonder. My name is Anne and this is my poetry pop-up. If you have not seen my previous poetry pop-up videos, which I will link to a playlist in the description box below, basically this is just a way for me to read more poetry, to enjoy more poetry. And if you want to join in with me, that would be amazing. I am going to read a selection of poetry on a theme and invite you to do the same. Anyone is welcome to do a poetry pop-up as well. All you have to do is choose a poem based on the same theme that I am doing in this video and read it aloud on a video and share it. It's a fun, quick, easy video and a way to get a little more poetry and wonder into your life. So the theme for the next 2 months, January and February, will be snow. When I went to Alaska, I guess it was about a year and a half ago, I found the poetry of Robert Service there. He was a man who lived, I think he was originally from England, but he lived in the Yukon area of Canada and Alaska. And he, among other things, published a lot of poetry about the area. So as you can imagine, there's a great deal of snow involved in his poetry. And some of his descriptions of the Yukon frontier are just so beautiful and still true today. The beauty in Alaska was beyond what anything that I had experienced before going there, and I would love to go back someday. And I just loved his poetry. So I will read portions of a couple of different poems that he wrote. The first one is called The Spell of the Yukon. I wanted the gold and I sought it. I scrabbled and mucked like a slave. Was it famine or scurvy? I fought it. I hurled my youth into a grave. I wanted the gold and I got it. Came out with a fortune last fall. Yet somehow life's not what I thought it, and somehow the gold isn't all. No, there's the land. Have you seen it? It's the cussedest land that I know, from the big dizzy mountains that screen it to the deep death-like valleys below. Some say God was tired when he made it. Some say it's a fine land to shun. Maybe, but there's some as would trade it for no land on earth, and I'm one. I've stood in some mighty-mouthed hollow that's plumb full of hush to the brim. I've watched the big husky sun wallow in crimson and gold and grow dim. To the moon set the pearly peaks gleaming and the stars tumbled out neck and crop. And I've thought that I surely was dreaming with the peace of the world piled on top. The summer, no sweeter was ever, the sunshiny woods all a-thrill, the grayling a-leap in the river, the bighorn asleep on the hill. The strong life that never knows harness, the wilds where the caribou call, the freshness, the freedom, the farness. Oh God, how I'm stuck on it all. The winter, the brightness that blinds you, the white land locked tight as a drum, the cold fear that follows and finds you, the silence that bludgeons you dumb, the snows that are older than history, the woods where the weird shadows slant, the stillness, the moonlight, the mystery. I've bade him goodbye, but I can't. There's a land where the mountains are nameless and the rivers all run God knows where. There are lives that are erring and aimless and deaths that just hang by a hair. There are hardships that nobody reckons. There are valleys unpeopled, and still there's a land. Oh, it beckons and beckons, and I want to go back, and I will. So that is a few of the stanzas in that poem. And then here's another one along a similar vein called The Heart of the Sourdough. There where the mighty mountains bare their fangs unto the moon, there where the sullen sundogs glare in the snow-bright, bitter noon, and the glacier-glutted streams sweep down at the clarion call of June. There where the livid tundras keep their tryst with the tranquil snows, there where the silences are spawned and the light of hellfire flows into the bowl of the midnight sky, violet, amber, and rose. There where the rapids churn and roar and the ice flows bellowing run, where the tortured, twisted rivers of blood rush to the setting sun. I've packed my kit and I'm going, boys, ere another day is done. That is the poetry of Robert Service in the Yukon, and the theme is snow. Anyone is welcome to do this poetry pop-up challenge if you want, but I'm specifically going to tag 3 people that I challenge to find a poem about snow and read it on your channel and share it with the rest of us, and then tag 3 more people in turn. So if you decide to do this, just tag me so I can watch your video and share it, and then tag 3 more people to keep it going. And the 3 people that I am going to tag and challenge to do this poetry pop-up are Hope at Hopefully Books, Manny at Cozy Cottage Chapters, and Linda at Elder Talk. I look forward to seeing your videos if you decide to do this, and I hope everybody has a wonderful, happy new year. Bye.